A mob enters the castle. Inside, a doctor has done the impossible. He has brought a corpse back to life. The laboratory is filled with strange machinery, electricity flowing through cables, and the creature lying on the table, waiting. The doctor hears noise outside. The mob is breaking through the doors. Panic spreads across his face as he realizes they are coming for him. Suddenly, Dracula appears behind him. He tells the doctor that he wants to take the experiment into his own hands and use it for his own purpose. The doctor refuses. Desperate, the doctor grabs a sword and attacks. But Dracula does not dodge. Instead, he pushes himself forward onto the blade. Then he bites the doctor. Seeing his creator being attacked, the creature breaks free. He grabs a large electrical terminal and throws it at Dracula. Then he lifts the doctor and tries to escape. But Igor alerts the mob. The villagers rush in, and seeing the monster clearly, they surround the tower where he hides. Without hesitation, they begin throwing fire. The flames spread quickly, climbing higher and higher. Soon, the entire tower collapses into flames. Both the doctor and the creature are lost in the fire. Shortly after, Dracula arrives with his brides, but the tower is already destroyed. Everything is gone. All hope is lost. The Pope meets Van Helsing and assigns him a mission to travel to Transylvania. He tells him the story of a knight who once swore to God that his family would never rest and their souls would never enter heaven until one of them defeats Dracula. Now only two heirs remain, Prince Velkan and Princess Anna. Helsing must protect them, or their souls will remain trapped forever. Before he leaves, the Pope gives him a 400-year-old encrypted artifact. Helsing gathers his supplies and takes his friend Karl with him. Meanwhile, Anna and Velkan are hunting a werewolf in the forest. They manage to trap it successfully. Velkan prepares to shoot the creature, but his gun slips from his hand. Anna tries to find it, but before she can reach it, the trap collapses. The werewolf frees itself. It chases Anna toward a cliff. Just then, Velkan arrives and shoots the creature, but the werewolf grabs him, and both fall off the cliff into the river below. Days later, Helsing and Karl arrive in the village. People gather around them, watching closely. There, they meet Anna. But suddenly, they are attacked by Dracula's brides. The villagers panic and run inside their homes. Helsing uses his arrow gun and begins firing at them. One of the brides grabs Anna and lifts her into the air. To save her, Helsing grabs Anna's leg. The added weight forces her to release Anna. Helsing continues shooting. Anna runs into a house thinking she is safe, but a bride is already inside. As Anna turns another one there, both of them walks toward her. Anna attacks them, but they grab her and are about to bite her. Outside, Helsing grabs his gun and runs toward the church, but the bride attacks him again. He quickly dips the gun into the holy water and prepares to fire. Inside, the bride are about to bite her. But outside, Helsing fires. One of the brides is hit. The other two feel it instantly. They release Anna and flee. The bride that was shot turns into ash. Back at the castle, Dracula awakens from his sleep, mourning his dead bride. But soon he regains control and sends all his servants to Frankenstein's castle. At Anna's castle, she tells Helsing that no one knows Dracula's location. Her father spent his entire life studying a map to find him. Helsing asks Karl to research everything about Dracula. Anna is too eager to wait. She insists on going after Dracula. Since Helsing was assigned to protect her, he has no choice. He knocks her unconscious. She wakes up angry and begins searching the castle for him. Suddenly, she notices werewolf footprints. She picks up a gun. A werewolf is watching her from above. Saliva drips from the ceiling. Then suddenly, a roaring werewolf drops down. She shoots at it and runs. Then she sees her brother, Velkan. He tries to tell her something, but before he can, the full moon appears. He begins to transform again. He becomes a werewolf. At that moment, Helsing arrives, but the creature breaks through a window and escapes. They chase it into the town. Helsing prepares to shoot it, but Anna stops him. She is angry that he is trying to kill her brother. She tells him that Dracula has a cure. She wants to save him. After a moment, Helsing agrees to help her. At Frankenstein's castle, Dracula's team is performing experiments. Helsing and Anna arrive. Velkin appears before Dracula and turns back into human form. He is captured and tied to a machine. Anna and Helsing encounter Dracula's servants discussing the experiment. Velkin is raised to the top of the building. Inside, Helsing discovers Dracula's dead offspring, which he plans to bring back to life. The experiment begins. Electrical surges strike the sacks. Suddenly, the offspring come to life. Hundreds, thousands of flying bat-like creatures. Dracula and his brides are pleased. He orders them to take the offspring and feed them. The brides flies them toward the town. The entire town comes under attack. The creatures grab humans and carry them away. Meanwhile, inside the castle, Helsing attacks Dracula and drives a silver stake through his heart. But nothing happens. Dracula calls him Gabriel. He tells Helsing that he has lost his memories, even though their relationship goes back centuries. On the rooftop, Anna tries to free her brother, but he attacks her. Back in the town, chaos continues, but suddenly all the offspring begin to burst and die. They fall from the sky. The brides cry out and return to Dracula. The plan has failed. Taking advantage of the confusion, Helsing reaches the top. He grabs Anna and uses a zipline to escape. As they move across, Velkin frees himself, transforms into a werewolf, and jumps onto the line. The line breaks. Helsing and Anna fall but land safely. Velkin falls into the river. Rain begins to pour as Anna and Helsing take shelter in the burnt remains of the tower. The structure is unstable. Suddenly, the ground beneath them gives way. Both crash down into the darkness below. The next morning, Carl wakes up inside the castle. While wandering, he accidentally triggers a hidden mechanism. A map reveals itself. As he studies it, the figures on it begin to move, fighting each other like living beings. Startled, Carl stumbles back. Deep beneath the ruined tower, Anna and Helsing regain consciousness, but they're not alone. From the shadows, the Frankenstein monster emerges. It attacks instantly. Helsing tries to restrain it, but the creature releases a surge of electricity. Recovering quickly, Helsing pulls out poisoned darts and fires. The monster weakens. Struggling to speak, the creature reveals the truth. It is the key to Dracula's plan. The offspring that died belonged to only one bride. There are thousands more, waiting, and only it has the power to give them life. The monster collapses. Anna raises her weapon, ready to end it, but Helsing stops her and says, "He only kills evil." Helsing decides to take the creature to Rome, but their conversation was heard by Velkin. Anna shots, but he ran. Now Dracula also knows that the creature lives. Before leaving, Carl tells him about the strange moving images in the artifact. They begin their journey. During the day, everything is calm, but at night, a bride attacks. She lifts Helsing and throws him aside. The carriage approaches a broken bridge. The horses jump across, but the carriage falls. A bride thinks the monster is inside and tries to save it. But when she opens it, she finds silver stakes. The carriage hits the ground and explodes. The stakes fly and pierce her, killing her. Helsing reaches the real carriage, but they are attacked by the werewolf again. Carl and the creature save them. But the fight continues, and the carriage catches fire. Everyone jumps off. As Helsing jumps, the werewolf follows. Helsing shoots at it mid-air. The next morning, Anna finds Helsing wounded. She realizes he has been bitten. She steps back in fear. The final bride appears and captures her. The bride offers a deal. Helsing demands the exchange happen in a crowded place. They agree to meet at a ball. Helsing makes the creature unconscious and enters the ball. Dracula dances with Anna. He offers to make her his bride. He is about to bite her, but Carl accidentally sets his cloak on fire. At that moment, Helsing swings in, grabs Anna, and escapes to the upper floor. But Igor brings the creature to Dracula. Dracula now has what he wants. He reveals Helsing's identity to everyone. The vampires attack. Helsing, Anna, and Carl escape through a window, leaving a light bomb behind. The explosion turns the vampires to ash. Back at the castle, Karl discovers that Dracula has been banished to an icy fortress by his ancestors. But there's a problem. No one can find the door. Just then, Helsing studies the map and realizes a piece is missing. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out the artifact the Pope gave him. As soon as he places it on the map, everything changes. The map begins to shift, transforming into a mirror. Without hesitation, Helsing reaches into it and steps through. On the other side, they find Dracula's true castle. They move toward the castle. The massive door stands shut. Helsing, already bitten by the werewolf, he grabs Anna and Karl and leaps over the gate. Inside, the castle is crawling with Dracula's children, lifeless, waiting. As they move deeper, they come across Igor, whom they capture. But then they see something horrifying. The monster, frozen inside a block of ice, being transported. It warns them. There is a cure. Karl suddenly understands everything. According to the prophecy, Dracula can only be killed by a werewolf. And to protect himself, he has kept an antidote. So if any werewolf turns against him, he can cure them instantly. They split up. Helsing goes to kill Dracula. Anna and Karl force Igor to lead them to the cure. In the laboratory, the monster is chained and lifted toward the roof as part of the experiment. Igor takes Anna and Karl to a chamber. Inside, a jar filled with liquid. Inside it, the cure. But the moment Anna steps inside, Igor betrays them. He shoves Karl in and locks the door, leaving them trapped. A bride enters. Anna reacts instantly. She throws the jar. It shatters. The liquid burns the bride's skin. Karl grabs the antidote. Anna quickly grabs some remaining fluid in a broken piece and throws it at the door, melting it open. They try to escape, but the bride grabs Anna. Anna shouts for Karl to run. At the same time, Helsing reaches the rooftop and frees the monster. Lightning strikes. The experiment begins. Dracula sees Helsing and attacks him, throwing him down. A second lightning strike hits, and the children come to life. Thousands of them. The surge throws the monster off balance, but as it falls, it grabs a cable. Below, it sees Karl and swings toward him. The cable slides across the bridge. Karl ducks. Igor falls to his death. Now the monster hangs midair. Karl loosens the cable and swings back into the antidote room, where Anna is still fighting the bride. In the castle, the clock strikes midnight. The full moon rises. Helsing transforms. Dracula transforms as well. The two clash violently, tearing into each other with brutal force. Back in the chamber, the monster grabs the bride, holding her back. He tells Anna to go. Help Helsing. Anna grabs the cable and swings across. Mid-air, Karl throws her the antidote, but the bride breaks free and attacks again. Anna is overpowered, just as Karl throws her a silver stake. She catches it and drives it straight into the bride's heart. The creature dies instantly. Helsing and Dracula continue their savage fight. Suddenly, the moon disappears behind clouds. Helsing turns human again. Dracula seizes the moment. He tries to manipulate him, offering his lost memories, their shared past. But then, the moon returns. Helsing transforms again. This time, he overpowers Dracula. He grabs him and bites into his neck. Dracula screams. His body begins to turn into ash. All his children begin to die with him. Anna runs toward Helsing, holding the antidote, but it's too late. Helsing, still in his beast form, turns and attacks her. Karl rushes in, trying to stop him, raising a stake, but Helsing grabs his hand. For a moment, he regains control. As Anna has injected the antidote, Anna is dead. He picks up Anna and howls. The transformation fades. Silence falls. The battle is over. Dracula is gone, but the cost was everything.